On this episode of the show, we're going to talk about whether you should focus on saving or paying off debt. Creating wealth, protecting families, building legacy. This is the Rich Life Lawyer Show. Hello everybody and welcome to episode 6 of the Rich Life Lawyer Show. As always, I'm your host, Christopher Small. I'm excited to be here with you today and talk to you about this question. And a lot of the things that we talk about here on the show are questions that people have asked me, but sometimes I'd like to talk about things that I am also asking myself and thinking about, and this is one of those questions, right? I don't know about you, but I have some debt, right? I'm gonna sort of pull back the curtain here a little bit. I'm not gonna act like everything that is related to my life around financial planning and estate planning and everything is rosy, right? I think we're all on the timeline and working towards those ultimate goals that we have, and I'm the same way. And I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and I said, hey, I really want to focus on getting rid of like all my debt, as soon as I can. And I was wondering what your thoughts were on how to approach this, on if I should just sort of stop saving for a little while and just really just boom, pay it all down, or if I should mix it up, and if you had any suggestions on what that ratio would be like. And he said, well, first of all, I don't think that you should pay it all, stop saving, okay? And he said, here's a perfect question, right? To sort of put this into perspective. If I, right now, just walked over to you and gave you $60,000 in cash, if I just gave you 60 grand, boom, it's yours. And you had this debt, would you use that money to pay off all of your debt? I mean, would you only use that money for debt repayment? And I said, no, I probably wouldn't. I would probably, save a little bit, pay down some debt, and probably use it for something else. And he said, exactly. And that's really what you should do. That's what your plan should be. You want to continue to save so you can have those cash reserves and you can have some of that financial security that you need in case something bad happens. You obviously want to pay down this debt so you're not, because here's the idea, here's the thing. If you're trying to save like for retirement at 6% interest, but you have credit cards at 16% interest, then you're actually not saving any money, right? You're actually losing money. So it's better to pay off that debt before you start seriously investing in that way. But if you're trying to build up cash reserves, to protect your house, to protect your family in your downtime, some liquid stuff that you can get to easily, then you still do want to set some of that aside. So if debt reduction is one of your priorities, like it is for me this year, then really think about how you want to allocate that. And then going back to these other videos that we talked about, automate it, so that X amount of money is going over here, X amount of money is going over here, X is going here, and it all gets worked out. Over time, your debt goes down, your savings goes up, your life goes happy, and it's all good to go. All right, so that's it for today. I think this might be a short one, but I really appreciate it. So let's see. Why don't you answer this question? If you had $60,000 cash that I gave you today, what would you do with it, right? Let's not talk about debt or anything. If I gave you 60 grand today, what would you do with it? I'm excited to hear these answers because I think some of them are going to be creative. So that's it. If you have questions, I have answers at Rich Life Lawyer on Twitter, facebook.com/Rich Life Lawyer. Use the hashtag Rich Life Lawyer Show. All right, I will answer your questions. I'm excited to hear them. I'm excited to talk to you. So take care. Have a great day. Have a great week. Have a great life. Bye-bye.